Hey everybody, it's the Modern Native. Mrs. Native in the darkness, and the Kreatcher, and the Monstar. But after a year, it's time to move. This shelter served us well. It was a very nice place to live. Very proud that it survived the winter all year. Yeah, but you know, sometimes it's time. But I do have to say, after a year, this thing has managed to stand the test of time for sure, after many things happened to it. This outer wall, of course, got torn apart by Monstar. The whole back is still doing really great. And then, of course, Kreatcher's side, he wanted to make sure that when he was standing guard, he could still be a creep and watch Mom inside. Hey. What? Jesus. Do you know we're moving to a new camp? Yeah? Had to celebrate. Spent our last good night with a piece of pizza and a nice fire. It's actually still smoldering. Always make sure you fully extinguish your fires. Like, try to make sure it's not even steaming, because steam can dry and it becomes a coal again. But, still doing great. It sure has changed shape over the year, but shit talker. So I started moving yesterday, and I took the first load out, brought one of the small tents out so we could keep it safe. We're going to be bringing the rest of the stuff out today, and then walking the boys out to the new site. So it's going to be an adventure. There's going to be a whole lot of bullshit. I already know it, so stay tuned. Who knows what might happen. We're going to be walking on the side of the road, so high potential for bullshit. So this is what the inside has looked like, the condition it's in now. It's actually not much different besides the wall. Our blankets and pillows that we got from a friend. And that's where we've been sleeping. Just right there. Me right here. Miss Native right there. The Monstar. And the Kreatcher. So that's our shelter. Our home in the great outdoor woods. Our boys are just being fat asses. So yeah. Did you like your shelter in the woods?
I did, I loved it.
Your wild home?
You know, it was very incognito. Until recently.
Yeah. I'll share that one with you guys later. Alright everybody, that's a Mrs. Native booty at the new campsite, because she's clearing up some sticks. So this is our spot. Might be a temporary spot. It's kind of a quick shot in real quick. We actually passed another spot we like on the way here. But it's really nice, pretty woods. Sorry I'm so shaky and going fast. So I don't have all my stuff that I need to film, so it's probably going to be in a bad position, but I need to set it up real quick and start filming while I set up the new hot tent. The full setup for the OneTigris Rock Fortress hot tent.
I ain't gotta go nowhere.
Oh shit, I didn't even realize. Don't mind the rod in your way. We're at the point where we're committed. We gotta come here. Huh? We're at the point where we're committed. We gotta come here. We can't even stay there tonight.
Well, whatever. My umbrella and coat are here. And we're so covered most of the path. That's why we're not actually feeling nothing yet. It's just like this here and there. To not poke a hole through?
Yeah. I messed up the order. I need you to grab a tent tag and stake out the corner by the door.
This one?
Yeah. It doesn't matter. It's up to tension. Okay. And then
Can we just do it like this for right now?
sure.
I mean, we have two different doors, don't we?
Yeah. Stove is back here.
Do I still need to look it? I don't want to hold it with it. This is the stove spot, isn't it? Oh wait, there's two different spots, right? I was gonna say. So no matter what, you can. Sorry, my bad. But leave it the way, guys. I try not to be, and then I end up being more in the way. So are these supposed to be for like a slightly tarp thing or something?
Huh?
What are these supposed to be?
Guy-wise, to pull it out. Make the walls higher so that way you're not feeling claustrophobic.
So we're gonna do that, right?
Yeah.
Because as it's looking right now, it's looking a little claustrophobic. But it's only because you gotta settle it in. I try so hard to be out of the way, and I'm still always in the way. Can we put this on in a little bit more?
What I'm doing is walking. Yeah.
Oh, you are.
Yeah.
So what? Then.
Oh, that's cool. moss in here, man.
What if you still the same moss from before?
Yep.
Yeah, that's why there's a ton more pay.
Yeah, I can take these down a little bit more. We'll use the guy lines. This actually has...
Be fine.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, that's why I was asking, like, it has the rings in it, so I almost feel like they're line lines.
Yeah,
for that. See? I knew what the fuck I was talking about.
These are guy lines. Yeah.
Like, guy lines or guide lines?
Guy lines.
Guy lines, okay. I do know the terminologies, it's just what's what.
Bam. And check her out. And this is going to be our winter home. Booty, booty.
The booty.
I do love the pass-through. I walk through the shelter all the time. It's hard to stop and turn around when you're doing stuff. So, and the first thing we did is we looked up, checked all the trees around. All of them look pretty sturdy. The only ones that had fallen have already fallen. Remember, when you're picking out your next campsite, that's one of the first things you should always do. And we also were looking at the ground here, because here's a low spot that, you know, we're sitting in. We're sitting in a somewhat of a low spot because it rises up as you go up here. But if you watch this divot, the lowest spot actually passes right by us because it's over here. So it's going to turn into here and flow down. And she says, I hope, but if you're smart and you look at the contours of the land, you can see, yes, there will be some here, but it's not going to be nearly as much as there is over here. Kreatcher. How's it going, everybody? It's the next morning. We got set up kind of late last night, got in real late, but today I finished tightening out the sides on the tent, throwing out the guy lines, and I got the wood stove set up in there. You can see that. But, as you can see here, I don't like how low this is. It's super low to here, which puts these holes super close. So, instead of not using the wood stove, or using it and burning the tent, I had a little adaptive thinking. Found one of these old cans laying around. The one side was partially blown out, so I folded it back a little bit, tore the bottom out of it, and made myself a little heat shield. So the air will still be able to escape, the smoke will still be able to come out, but it'll disperse and displace some of the heat and act as an extra spark arrestor. So, these cans are all over the place, unless, you know, I've been in the area and I've cleaned it up like I am going to be doing here. And you'll be able to find some useful stuff that you can actually adapt and, you know, make shit work. Alrighty, so got the wood stove all set up, got it positioned, got myself a nice bundle of wood. About to make our first fire in the hot tent, in the wood stove, at our new campsite. Officially out of the Bushcraft camp. So, how about a little story time while I'm making a fire? So, this past Sunday, hey, the boys are still getting used to the new spot and barking at everything. Lay down. So, back to story time. This past Sunday, basically since my last actual video upload, we were getting firewood ready, getting set up, getting ready for the night, and a hunter shows up in the camp. Starts waving his gun around, swearing at us, yelling at us, and threatening to shoot the dogs. And he claimed that the property was owned and that he knew the owner and that, you know, we were squatting, this, that, and the other. Which, we had asked around. That area was like public use. Everybody uses it. Everybody camps on it. Shit, I've cleaned up 3 campsites on it. So, it's a common thing. No need for that kind of reaction. And I even tried to reach out to the person who is supposedly the owner. I looked it up. It took a lot to actually find that information. But, you know, they never said anything. They never told us to leave, that, you know, they didn't want people on their property because the local kids use it, people use it, hunters use it, and it's not even people that he knows. So, like, it's whatever. That whole situation was just a bunch of bullshit for no reason. But instead of having to deal with that again, and, you know, you guys know how I'm going to react. I'm not going to let someone threaten my wife, threaten my dogs. So we decided that it's time to try out the HotTent, go camping around, go on state land, stuff like that. So it was time to move. But that's why things have been a little chaotic, why we moved so suddenly. And there wasn't a whole bunch of build up to it. But we are excited about being here and doing this. And we're already so much more comfortable and enjoy it. The boys just have to figure out the new style. But it's nice here. We definitely enjoy it. There's a lot of places we can go, a lot of state land and areas near us. And if we get up to this one spot, literally there's a few hundred miles we can literally just travel around inside that park. And yeah, so instead of dealing with issues and having potential violence, you know, whatever, we moved. We were there for a year. It was a lot of fun, a lot of great content. It was really nice, but, you know, we were too comfortable. We were in one spot for too long. It was time for us to get back to our nomadic ways and traveling around and seeing different areas and wildlife and just exploring. And the boys were super excited about it. They missed hiking. They were all sorts of happy. And of course, Kreatcher, gotta love it. As soon as we got here, we managed to find a ride. So, Taz's parents, you guys know who you are. Thank you so much if you watch. You guys are awesome. But we managed to get a ride last night to be able to get in and set up our new spot. But as soon as they hopped out of the van, ran up here, Kreatcher just put his nose to the ground and followed my trail all the way up here and was like, "Oh, this is where we're going to be, Dad?" He's never even seen this tent, but he just walked up, walked around, and was like, "Oh, cool. Home? Camp? Cool." So, gotta love it. Also, gotta love this. Kreatcher. Mrs. Native. Monstar. Can I see Monstar?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you see the cute face.
So it's a nice little spot. I really enjoy it. This tent is super comfy. Stayed dry. It rained all night. Waiting for the rain to die down so I can walk back into town and get our bikes.
Yeah, because I can't leave them.
Yeah, we can't leave the dogs out here, so. They're on running lines, and yeah, you know, they should be fine, but I actually don't know what the rules and regulations are. I don't know if the rangers will have an issue if they show up and we're not here with the dogs, even if they're on their running lines.
Yeah.
But as long as hunting season is going on, we don't leave them at camp alone.
Nope. That one dog looks like a wolf, the other one looks like a bear.
Yeah.
Not happening.
Coyote or wolf or bear or deer for someone who's stupid and too far away.
This was just bear for that big ass head.
I'm just thinking color. Some hunters, they just have that quick trigger finger and they see brown or white or anything move and they just whip and pull the trigger and
Like the
hope.
one guy.
Yeah. And hope that they got the right one.
I hope it's not a person.
Again.
Usually.
Ah! Not again.
Been here once or twice. Takes him to the hospital. So, happen again?
I thought he was a deer.
I think we're gonna take your license this time.
I love birch bark. I do.
I picked it up on the way up.
Yeah, I didn't even notice it. I was just focused on getting up here, getting the boys up here. And...
No, I did that yesterday before the boys were even here.
Oh.
It was in a bag. Before the boys even got here.
Well, we're gonna make some breakfast.
Coffee.
Oh, chill out. Breakfast for us, asshole.
Yeah, I love the smell of birch bark.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna make a birch bark cologne. Make a mint.
Wait.
Why is that? Yeah, whatever. Little leakage ain't a problem.
What?
The little smoke leakage off the top.
That's coming out of the pan, the top pan.
That's what I'm saying. There's creosote buildup on it, so I just gotta scrape it off.
Oh, you still got the vents open?
Yeah. That's why both doors are open. That's why both doors are open.
Yeah. I'm cool with the smoke going up like that because
It's gonna get all these
bugs.
mosquitoes.
Yeah.
Look at this, guys. Look.
Yeah. This is bug-tastic up in this bush. Look at all that shit.
Sit there and focus on that for a second. You guys can see the movement. It's all mosquitoes.
It's all mosquitoes.
So, y'all want to go outside with me and see what the smoke looks like coming out of my spark arrestor? Come with me, my pretties.
Not you, monsters.
Oh yeah, look at that. Smoke still going out nice. Should be good. Alrighty, everybody. That's the update for now. A lot more adventures coming, a lot going on. And until next time, remember to get out there, be a native. Go beast.